SMU +3. I like SMU here. I'm selling Cincinnati. Look, Cincinnati started out 1-1. They lost to Arkansas. They beat a FCS team. They're in a battle with Tulsa, despite getting an early pick 6. They let a bad Indiana team back in the game. They extended that late. Miami of Ohio's backup. They played Miami of Ohio's backup quarterback. They eventually pulled away, but it was ugly. And then South Florida in Cincy led in the fourth quarter. And Cincinnati eventually, got a stop on a 4th down at the goal line and got to run out the clock. Ugly. There are holes in this team, and they've been getting lucky. They've recovered 8 of 12 fumbles. They've converted 5 of 7 4th downs. Their opponents, 1 of 11 on 4th down. And these have been like important 4th down swings. That's an FBS low 9% conversion rate. Opponents are 9% on 4th down against Cincy. In contrast, opponents are 11 of 18 against SMU. SMU's also played the much tougher schedule, theme of this podcast. They played 3 top 40 teams in my power ratings: Maryland, UCF, TCU. Cincinnati's faced 1 above average team nationally. That's it. They haven't played anyone, and they've shown holes. SMU, I have 45th strength of schedule. Cincinnati's 110th. This will be the best aerial attack that Cincinnati's seen all year, and I think this is where you see the impact of the loss of Sauce Gardner, who's just killing it in the NFL, 2 other pros that they lost in the secondary. And look, Cincinnati's defense, the best part about this team, and by the way, they have injuries to wide receiver, running back, and quarterback. We'll see. They are coming off of a bye. But Cincinnati's defense is elite at getting to the quarterback. 3rd nationally in sack rate. SMU's offense is 13th because they get rid of the ball so quick. So you kind of neutralize that strength. The SMU defense, 32nd in sack rate. They might actually have the bigger impact here they're really aggressive. So they have holes, obviously. They're not great against the run, but Cincinnati hasn't been running the ball well. Cincinnati's offensive line, 98th in sack rate. So I think SMU will have a chance. Defense is bad, but they'll have a chance to create some negative plays here. I think they're going to be able to move the ball. I think Cincy's ripe, and I think SMU's going to pick them off. I'll take the 3 at home.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be against you. I'm having a hard time with this case on SMU. And as we talk about this, literally 2 of the sharper shops taking this thing down to 3 off of 3.5. So I understand the spot, it being a very popular underdog home spot here, but the air raid from Rhett Lashley, going into 15-mile-an-hour winds, there's just things about this team that make me uncomfortable. Like, what the hell happened with Navy? Like, how were they able to get back into that game and then post a 65% post-game win expectancy? Like, SMU should have had that thing wrapped up. Is this kind of like TCU where you can't hold a lead? Like, you shouldn't be a favorite that big, but the better ground game in this.
Well, explain Cincy almost losing to South Florida at home.
Yeah, well, true. So, we're in the group of 5 here, but the better ground game in this matchup is Cincinnati. They're 10th in offensive stuff rate, and SMU is a very poor 107th. So the Bearcats are not going to have any resistance running the ball. And Charles McClellan is generating 4 yards after contact. That's a huge number. And there's a lot of concerns for the Ponies here. Bo Corrales is done for the season, but he only had 13 targets. But Rashee Rice is dealing with an ongoing toe issue. Now, he's going to play, but his 81 targets, he accounts for more than 33% of all targets that Tanner Mordecai has thrown to, which is just an insane number. So if he's not at full strength, I don't think Mordecai's got any other targets above 24. So, could be an issue there. I'm having a problem trusting SMU with my money. Maybe I'll come around by the time the weekend comes, but they make me nervous in spots like this, and we'll see.
Well, I will be on SMU. I think the game's at noon. So good luck to us if you join me.